Hello, and welcome to the Millie Life. My name is Danielle. I am the owner of the Millie Life and the Millie Life YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. This is part 3 of a 5-part series. The first video was on the 5 jump screen. If you missed that, you're gonna wanna check that out. The second video was on 2 exercises that can help prevent those non-contact knee injuries that we talked about in the 5 jump screen. So check that out there as well. Today I am showing you 2 exercises to help with knee valgus. All right, so let's jump right in. Knee valgus is when that knee drops in, okay? Most knee injuries happen when an athlete or a person plants and twists, dropping that knee inward. So if we can strengthen up the muscles of the glute med, which are those outside muscles of your glutes, we can start to address that knee not dropping in as much and pushing out so that we're lined up with our shoulders and our feet. Okay, one of the best exercises for that is going to be mini band pinches. And you're going to start with 1 medium to heavy band on above your knees. I use the Power Systems mini bands. There are a ton of different ones out there on Amazon. I like these because I know that I'm getting the right intensity with the bands. A lot of times when you order the other ones, other different brands, they're not as dense, right? So you're not gonna get the same resistance. So I've linked it below. So mini band pinches. You're going to start by putting a medium to heavy band. So in the Power Bands, the Power Systems set, that's going to be anywhere from red, blue, purple, or black, okay? You're gonna put that on above the knees. Red is medium, and then black is the most heavy. So somewhere in between there. You're going to put it on above your knees. Feet are going to be shoulder width apart, and you're going to push your butt down and back. Your weight wants to be more towards your heels and your arches. You're going to actively push your knees out, so not your feet stay still, push your knees against the band. So what you should feel is the outside of your glutes start to light up or start to fire. You're going to slowly drive your right knee in and back out for 10 repetitions. All right, so driving in, pushing out, squeezing here. You'll notice that my foot is not moving. I'm just rotating from that hip. Okay, dropping in and pushing out. Now, if you don't feel this, that's okay. Okay, you might feel the quads working more inside of the legs, outside of the legs. That just means that we haven't really activated our glutes in quite a while. And go ahead and switch to your other leg, left leg 10. And this is common because we sit on our butts most of the time. So give yourself a couple of weeks of doing this consistently, and you should start to feel more of your glutes working. It should feel like your butt is on fire, okay? Whew, and mine is burning. So after you do 10 each side, you're now gonna drive the knees in and then push out, okay? Trying to pause when you get to the shoulders and the feet. Nice. So once you get 10, we'll take that mini band off. So what the mini bands are going to do, they're going to not only help strengthen your glutes, specifically that glute med, they're also going to help retrain your body, reteach your body how to push that knee out and line up with the shoulder, but they're also going to activate or start to wake up more of that muscle so that when you do try to use your glutes, you're using more and more of that muscle, which is going to give you more power and more stability. But then also throughout the day, after doing that glute work, you're going to use your glutes more, okay? These are all really, really positive things. So if you didn't feel the glutes burning as much that first time, keep doing it. I promise if you're consistent, that each time you do it, you'll feel it just a little bit more. And then as you progress, you'll start to feel them quite a bit. That's our first exercise. Let's go to the second one. Part of helping the knees stay out is retraining movement patterns, right? So maybe when you get to here, it's just natural for those knees to drop inward. And that's just how you've taught your body to move or how you've learned to move. Knee valgus is more common in females. This isn't an inferior thing or anything like that. It's just how we're anatomically structured. We have anatomically wider hips, and then knees are more narrow, so we're more likely to drop those knees in. So just keep that in mind. So what we're gonna be doing is drops. So you're gonna start up tall and pushing up onto the ball of my feet. I'm reaching up to the ceiling. You're gonna drop down. Now, as you drop down, if both of your knees are dropping in, I want you to look down and push them out so they line up with the toes and the shoulders. So it'll be here, drop, okay? If you're in that position, great. Otherwise, here, knees are diving in, push them back out. So just becoming aware of what your body's doing and then making an adjustment is going to go a long way. That's going to be effective at retraining the movement pattern, so that when we get ready to jump, when we land as well, those knees are out, okay? Those are two of the more common areas where injury occurs, on that takeoff and on that landing. So by doing the drops, we're starting to retrain that memory, that muscle memory, to start getting into that shape, all right? And stay tuned for future videos. I'll talk about how you can progress both of those exercises as you get better and better with them. But start with those, do them consistently, and see where it takes you. Well, that's all I've got for you guys today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Leave it in the comments below. Did you feel your butt burning? Did you feel nothing? What did you think? I want to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Danielle. This is The Millie Life. And until next time, I'll see you guys real soon. Bye.